Okay, I pushed record again. I didn't forget. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go, so that way we can keep going and share my screen. And we're back. Okay, everybody see that? Give me a thumbs up. Cool, okay. All right, so I know we talked about Emerald Rank and Success Club and helping 3 people, but again, the very last bullet point on that one at the very top, help at least 1 friend. Let's start there. Can we find 1 person? So if all of this other stuff we've talked about makes you batty and makes you think, oh my God, I can't believe I joined onto this call. Is there 1 person that you can help get started with the completion pack or the challenge pack? Okay, that would be a good goal. Step 2 is that there's some more emails after the first one. So when you get done with the first one and you've set up your online office and you've watched that video and you've talked with your coach and you got onto this call to kind of feel a little bit better, might have made you feel a little bit more crazy, but a little bit better about what you're doing, email number 2 needs to come and you need to let your coach know that you're ready for that. So there's a total of 4 that we have right now that we have. So you should have been added to the Team Inspire the Fire Facebook page. That is where all of us coaches kind of live and breathe when it comes to upcoming events and recognizing each other and sharing business tips. You are all part of Team Inspire the Fire, no matter if you're my coach or someone else that's on this call. And that's kind of where we share business type of stuff. You're probably also in our Rise Up Fit Club group, and that's where we share our morning meltdown and all of our workout selfies and some stuff like that. Just engage in there in the team page. So when people get recognized and celebrated, show some love. We all love to get recognized, and in our daily jobs, that doesn't really happen very much. So we try to do that in our team page. It always feels good to get like the love or the like or the comment on there. And so we just encourage you to engage in our team page. Do at least 15 minutes of personal development daily. So that's kind of like the hidden little success tip to, I would probably say, any kind of entrepreneur, because the entrepreneur life can get a little roller coaster-ish. You're like on a high and you're doing great and like you've helped some people and then people are going to tell you no and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible, I suck at this and what did I do? And sometimes your mind goes on a roller coaster. It really does, no matter how long you've been doing this. So personal development is key. Everybody needs different personal development based on what your brain tells yourself every day. So some people focus on some business type of stuff. Some people really dive into their faith. Some people really need some confidence building kind of things. So there's books, there's podcasts, there's audiobooks, whatever that, whatever works for you. Like I'm not a reader, like actually like flipping pages of a book it makes me fall asleep, literally. So I have to have the audiobook and I listen to it as I get ready in the morning. I listen to it when I'm at work sometimes. So find what works for you, but kind of fuel your brain with what you think you would need. And we have lots of suggestions. So post in the team page if you need help with that or talk to your coach. There's lots of ideas that we could get you set up with. Sparta Nation, not to go into all the downline type of stuff, but my coach who I signed up with has a coach and her name is Julie Voris. And if you don't know who Julie Voris is, go follow her. She is super, super successful in this business, and we are very lucky to be part of her team, which is Sparta Nation. We have weekly training calls. I don't think we had one this past Sunday because of Summit, but the yellow join right there is the link, and it's the same link every single Sunday. And it's great information to be a part of. She records them also. She's got a newsletter you can subscribe to, and she sends out the recordings. But if you can watch them live, they're every Sunday at 7 Eastern. It's just like this. And typically you're not even allowed to talk on those. You're always muted. So you don't have to worry about like actually talking on that call. You just kind of watch, learn, and listen. And then Beachbody offers something called the National Wake Up Call. And it's at 11 o'clock on Mondays. I can never watch that live because I'm at work every Monday. So I have to find some time in the week to go back and watch it. It's on Facebook under TBB Coach 411. It's like a page you can like. Or they have the podcast version that you can listen to if you're a podcast person. So I really, really, really encourage everyone, I don't care how long you've been in this business, to watch or listen to those every week. They announce new products and dates that are coming up just to kind of refuel your mind. But I tend to like fast forward through that when I'm watching the recording, and I really get to the nuts and bolts of the call. And it's where they have a successful coach and they share about a certain topic that they've been successful in their business. And so if you watch just that part, it's about 15 to 20 minutes. So I really highly encourage you to watch those if you haven't been doing that already. All right, so share a cart. When you enrolled, you probably got an email from your coach that had your order kind of already put together, and all you had to do was kind of put in your payment info and your enrollment info, and you enrolled. So how did your coach do that? They did a share a cart. Basically, they shared your cart with you. And so that's how you will share a cart with people that want to join you, whether they want to be a customer or whether they want to be a coach on your team. Share a cart's what you'll do, and it kind of automatically attaches their order to you and helps get you your commission. So there's two things here that will show you how to do that. They're very quick video tutorials, and it's been a really, really nice thing to have. That's new in like in the past year or two. That's really helped a lot of us keep it easy for our coaches and customers. So the goal after your first few days, few weeks, few months is to be self-sufficient and empowered to help your friends and family get started. So if you message somebody immediately after this call and you're like, oh my gosh, I just joined this new coach training call. I'm super excited to be part of this thing. We start this group next week. Do you want to join me? And they say yes. Ask your coach for help or click on some of these videos and you can be self-sufficient. I promise you, you can do this. Sometimes your coach might say GTS. Excuse my French, it will say Google that shit. If you Google it, the answer is there, I promise. It's out there. And then kind of step 3 and 4 is just being consistent, okay? Some people are checklist type of people. And so if you are one of those people, I'm going to click on this and show you what this looks like. If you're thinking, what can I do each day to do my business? And you're a checklist person, this truly does help. It really, did you work out and drink your shake or use your product? Check, check, check off a box. Sometimes I will like add things to the list that I already did just so I can check it off. I don't know if anybody else is like that. But here, initiate connections, add followers, do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle. Did you use your story? Have you responded to people who have liked and commented on your post? Did you actually invite people to our challenge group or to our coaching team? Did you follow up with people? Did you contribute to the challenge group? So our Rise Up Fit Club, have you posted in there? Have you commented on someone else's things? All of that engagement is probably what has helped you feel like there's a community that we have. And sharing is paused. Okay, how do I do that? What's going on? Okay. If you feel that community vibe, it's because people have liked and commented and posted in that Rise Up Fit Club, and we need you to do the same, okay? Recognizing achievement. You've probably been recognized by your coach at some point for either a weight loss thing or being an awesome challenger or just being an awesome person, because being recognized makes us feel good. Recognizing all the small wins that we have on a daily basis keep us going. And so as a coach, you would want to be doing that for the people that join you. And of course, respond to questions from your customers and coaches. we're not experts, but we at least respond to each other. And if we don't know the answer, we try to at least go find it. And then again, engage in personal development. So hopefully when I'm showing you that tracker, it doesn't make you feel like, oh, those things are hard. What's hard is consistently doing it. That's the thing. Making a post on Facebook isn't hard. Responding to your friend's comment on there that they want more info isn't hard, but it's consistently doing it that you have to kind of put a focus on. So having that checklist, maybe printing multiple copies, putting it into a binder, whatever works for you, that will help you stay focused and consistent. My third bullet point, be a sponge. Have a tenacity to learn on your own. So if you want an answer and your coach isn't able to answer it, go out to the Google world. Go find it. YouTube probably has it. If you want to know how to advance to diamond and you're already emerald, but we haven't really talked about advancing to diamond yet, how to advance to diamond in Beachbody. Like, boom, a million videos pop up. They really are there. So just be tenacious and wanting to learn on your own and just kind of soak in things. Like I said, Google, YouTube, your online office, our team Facebook page has like a learning section that there's been some files and things put in there. And again, your goal is to increase your confidence, because right now you're probably like, oh my God. But increase your confidence, acquire a little bit of leadership, and find 2 people to join your team. Whether they want a discount or they want to grow the business, find 2 people to join your team. Okay, just stick with that. If I can find 2 people, oh good, let's find 2 more. Good, let's find 2 more. And just kind of keep it in a small number. Eventually your team and your business grows. So last, step 4, baby steps. Post 1 time a day, all right? If that freaks you out, then that should be your goal. If you already post 1 time a day, then maybe you post once on Facebook and once on Instagram. Or if you already do that, let's start working on your story. You don't have to do everything all at once, but depending on what your goals are in your business, you might need to be doing some of those. If you're like, I want to run, I want to go all in, I need some income, I hate my job, I want out of here, then the amount of time and effort that you put in is different than someone that's like, it'd be cool if I just like help my neighbor. You know, they might not need to be doing all the same things that someone who wants to leave their full-time job would be doing. Okay. So use your story, use your existing profile. You do not need to make a new one. Just because you're a coach does not mean you need a new Facebook page and that you need a new Instagram account and all of that. Like, you are you. People trust and love you, and we're just kind of weaving in our business and our healthy journey into our posting. And again, pick 5 topics that post about, but only 1 needs to be Beachbody. So just because you're a Beachbody coach doesn't mean your whole entire feed now needs to be all Beachbody. If you always post pictures of your cat, we might be like, I'm a cat person, but my feed doesn't necessarily have my cat like showcased, but my cat is still in my stuff, and I still refer to her and him sometimes in my things. Like, you don't lose all of those things about you. So if you are all about your faith and all about your fitness, and you love your, you also are a Girl Scout leader or whatever, all that still needs to be shown, right? But Beachbody also needs to be woven in there, and we can help with that. Let's see. We do have kind of like a messaging pod that you've probably been put into, and just engage with that. That helps build the community and helps keep you focused. Last goal, just start. So if you're overwhelmed right now, don't let the fear hold you back. When we get off this call, send a message to your best friend. That's starting, right? Send a message to your best friend, or send a message to your favorite coworker or your mom, or go talk to your spouse, whatever it is, and just start, and we will help you learn as you go. Okay. So with that, that's kind of the document. Let's kind of refocus here, and maybe if any of you that are new on here, Don't be shy. I promise this is a trust tree, but like we love all. If you have questions, maybe, unmute yourself, raise your hand, whatever, and we'll go from there. Anybody that's new have something that they want to maybe share or say, ask? No? I just explained everything so amazing that all. Okay, how about any of the veteran coaches that are on here? Does anybody else have something to share or want to give any words of advice to the 2 or 3 that are new? Come on, people.
My advice would be just take it at your own pace. Don't overwhelm yourself and work the business at the pace you want to work the business. Because if you start doing crap that you're okay, this isn't me or whatever, you're going to get totally overwhelmed and burnt out and not want to do it anymore, not even want to work out anymore. And that's not our goal. Our goal is to help you guys get into this lifestyle of health and fitness and nutrition and to help you. I really do. For me, becoming a coach and coaching people helped me a lot to focus on myself, because then I had to show people, I'm in this for life. I need to do this to show people that I'm in it, So it helped me to be accountable. But it's different for everyone. So do you, and don't overwhelm yourself.
Yeah, I would have to ditto just exactly what Trina said. Just work on you every day, and focus on your goals and what you want to do, and just share that with everybody. And you're going to connect with the people that you want on your team. And it's going to take a while, and you're going to be overwhelmed. I mean, I'm in year 2 and I still ask questions. It's really just all starting to come together to me after year 2. So just take it at your pace, and don't get overwhelmed, and don't be afraid to ask questions, because there's no stupid question. We're all here to answer whatever it is that you need help on.
Sure. But I would say it is going to take time. And I know that I responded to somebody's question in a group thread, and one of the girls was like, "You're a master with words." Or I think that's what they said. And I was like, I've been doing this for 6 years, right? I have literally responded to that kind of objection when someone, I think it was too much money, or I forget exactly what I was responding to, but it's because I've been doing it. If I would go back to 6 years ago and on my phone when my memories pop up and I see some of the posts that I made, or I see some of the videos that I made, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I was talking in monotone and I barely changed my face, but I was join my challenge group, guys. I'm so excited. I did not look excited. But the thing was that I was doing it. I wasn't letting the fact that I've never gone live on Facebook, or I've never done a video stop me. It might not have been great, and it might not have been the most colorful, beautiful picture that had a great filter that made everybody like it, but I was posting it consistently. And I was saying I was running a challenge group, and people had the opportunity to join me. Just do it. It might suck. Just like our workouts. We tell our challengers, just push play. You might not be great at the workout. You might not be able to do that move. You can modify. You can do all these things, but just start. That's the same with the business. And when you get into something that you don't know what the heck you're doing, you ask the question and we help you. And you just get better. You just get better.
I think one of the things I had trouble with was wording. That's why I said you're a badass with words. That was me that said that. And I was like, I feel guilty copying people's words. I'm like, well, I like how they said that. Should I copy and paste them? But then I don't want to offend people who, wait, I said that. But then I think Maria said to me, oh, we all copy and paste each other's words. We might, we copy it from other coaches. And I said, but I don't like doing that. I feel guilty. But if that's what I mean, I'm just bad with that sort of aspect because I'm new at this.
Well, and so in the team page and in one of your welcome emails, I have a link for some like inviting scripts. And again,
Mhm.
the same way, I don't necessarily like scripts because that makes you feel scripty. And the people that
Yes.
you're sending that to will probably get that vibe that that's a script that you copy and pasted.
Right.
But copying and pasting and getting the idea, and my one word of advice is some of the ideas that I even get or have gotten over the past are from other coaches. And they might say, I say this all the time on our new coach calls, like if they say, hey babe, like come join my girl gang.
And that's not me.
All that stuff. I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that. But the content of the message that they send
Mhm.
is good. So I'm not ever going to message someone, hey babe, with like a bunch of lipsticks and emojis and stuff. Like that's not me. But I might say mine always starts with hey, hey. I don't know why, but I'm like, hey, hey. People even do that. I say it at work. They come in, I'm like, hey, hey, how's it going? Like talk like you.
Yeah.
So you might copy and paste the message or the response that I put or
Mhm.
someone else puts. And then before you send it, edit it a little bit.
I
And
kind of put them in my notes. I put them all in my little notes section of my phone, and I kind of go through, and I have like 10,000 pages now because I copy and I edit. So
right.
that's what's
Or
working.
if you see a post from Trina or me or
Mhm.
Angie or Nina or anybody on the team, you're like, I love that they took a picture of their food and they said this that went with it. You can copy it, but like use your own language, you know?
Yeah.
So the general content might be the same, but if you use 3 dots, like I always use 3 dots, like
Me
I
too.
don't know, I'm a dot person and a comma person. Or if you enter things down, make it look like you. Use your style emojis. Change just a few of the words to sound like Kelly and not Karen. And
Mhm.
can paste. Like you can paste and use those, but don't just use my picture of my cauliflower nachos. It's a picture of your meal. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's when it starts being real. Like you can copy and paste, but it needs to be you.
Mhm. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not that I've copied and pasted anyone's pictures, but
Hey, I'm just saying sometimes
no, I'm saying, but
you know,
no, that would kind of be silly.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I would say I think, is it Alicia or Alicia?
It's Alicia.
Alicia. Okay.
Yes.
And your coach is Angie?
Nina.
Nina. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you. I think you might have jumped on right after the beginning of the call. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but would you mind sharing how you signed up? Or like just a little bit of like what made you join us?
Yes.
I made Shelby do it. Shelby already had to do it.
Okay. Well, to be completely honest, I have been paying for Beachbody On Demand for a very long time, but have not actually been using it. Here and there I did. Here and there so actually Nina and I danced together. We were on dance team in high school. And I followed a few other Beachbody coaches and things like that. But she reached out to me in May. I didn't have Facebook Messenger, so I didn't get back with her right away. And then I delayed because I wanted to prove to myself that I could work out on my own before I contacted her back. And, as everything, obviously that didn't happen. I did here and there, but not consistently. So after I contacted her, she got me all set up with a challenge pack. I'm doing Shakeology and the Performance. And ever since I received it, I have done it every single day.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and I'm excited
Yes.
for the coaching opportunity behind it as well.
Very good. Very good. So, I mean, that's the best piece of advice I could say I know Trina and Angie have been on here, but even for all of us that have been in the business for a while, is to just always remember your story and who you were. So when you're posting or even when you're messaging people, somebody that doesn't get back to you might not have Facebook Messenger. Somebody that said no might be because they want to figure it out on their own before they say yes to you. Like what you just said, like that's everybody else. That's who all of us were. I said no for a year because I wasn't a protein shake drinker. I thought, first of all, I thought Shakeology was terrible the first time I tried it. And the coaching opportunity, I thought I was a busy teacher. I had teenage kids and I didn't have time. And so no, like I literally was like disregarded all the messages until one day after like the 20 millionth invite that she was running the challenge group and did I want to do it? I finally said yes. And here I am 6 years later with like life change. So when you are messaging people and you're inviting people and you're making those posts, think back to who you were before and realize that that's who you're talking to. They haven't had their moment yet of that they said yes to them. And so it's nothing about your message or your invite or your wording or did your picture have the wrong filter or whatever. It's because they weren't really ready yet, but you help them get ready by consistently showing your journey and consistently growing yourself and getting yourself results. You're going to learn how to take better pictures and better videos and better filters. And so then it makes them see it more. And all of that stuff goes hand in hand. But being consistent with you and your journey shares with them that they can trust you and helps them want to be ready and say yes eventually when it's their time. We can't convince them to say yes. We can kind of like share tools that might help it be easier for them to want to, but it's not our job to convince, if that makes any sense. Kind of feels that way sometimes, but they'll say yes when they're ready. Okay? Cool. All right, well, that is it for the new coach training. So I'm at least going to push stop on the recording.